Okay, so once more we will check how to protect the worksheet. We will go to file, we will go to protect worksheet, encrypt with password. Encrypt means lock karna. Here you will enter your password 2 times. Okay, now close it and save it and try to open it again. First it will ask you to enter the correct password, then only you can access this file. If you will enter the incorrect password, you cannot open this file now. And if you wanted to remove the password, then again go to file and click on the same option and remove the password by pressing the delete key. Okay, save it and now check it again. Now we are able to open without entering any password. Okay, now next topic which we have to do is cell referencing. Okay, so there are total 3 types of cell referencing: relative, absolute, and mixed. Before starting cell referencing, let us do one more function, I think, which we have not covered till now. That is len function. So here I am explaining len function. Len. This is the name of the function. So what this function will do, it will count the number of characters in a word. So let's say if I wanted to count how many characters are there in this word relative, or maybe in absolute, or maybe in mixed, or maybe in any other uh, word, then you can count the number of characters in a word with the help of len function. For example, let's count the number of alphabets in this number of characters in this word relative. So I will apply a function equals to len bracket start, then click on the cell where you have saved that word, and then bracket close and enter. So there are total 8 characters in this word relative. Now we can also apply this function in this way: len bracket start. Now here I can write my text, that let's say application, close it, enter. Sorry, if you are writing the word directly, then you have to put it in double quotes. If you are giving the address of a cell where you have written that word, then you can directly write the address of the cell A1, A2. But if you are writing your words uh, directly, then you have to put in double quotes. Length is 11. Clear? Next is now let's understand what is relative, absolute, and mixed referencing. Okay, so first is relative. इसमें होता क्या है, रेफरेंसिंग का क्या मतलब होता है? लाइक इफ यू विल कॉपी समथिंग, copy not everything, but if you will copy a formula from one cell and paste it to another cell, then how that formula will behave, it is totally dependent upon referencing. Let's say I'm taking 2 numbers and I'm going to copy these numbers here and here also, so that we can see the difference. And here I'm taking 2 different numbers, and again I'm going to copy these numbers and paste it over here. Now we will be calculating the sum of these numbers in this column, in this row, and here also. So let's write the formula first. Equals to sum bracket start range bracket close, enter. So this is a total or the sum of these 2 numbers, right? Now if I'll copy this formula and paste it here, the formula will automatically get changed according to the destination cell. Check. Here the formula was sum of A2 and A3, but now here the formula is sum of A7 and A8. So if the formula is getting changed according to the destination cell, it means it's a relative referencing formula. This type of referencing is called relative referencing. If you are copying and pasting some formula and it is getting changed according to the destination cell, so this is called relative referencing. अभी वो यहाँ पर क्या कर रहा है, वो यहाँ पर भी इन टू सेल्स का सम कैलकुलेट कर रहा है. अब मैं अगर यहाँ पे नंबर चेंज कर देती हूँ तो आंसर भी ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज हो जाएगा. सो यहाँ पर भी वो इन टू सेल्स का कर रहा है और यहाँ पर वो इन टू सेल्स का कर रहा है. मैंने यहाँ पे दोबारा से फॉर्मूला नहीं लगाया था. व्हाट आई डिड इज आई हैव जस्ट कॉपीड द फॉर्मूला फ्रॉम हेयर एंड पेस्टेड ओवर हेयर. ठीक है, तो दिस टाइप ऑफ रेफरेंसिंग इज कॉल्ड रिलेटिव रेफरेंसिंग. नाउ व्हाट इज एब्सोल्यूट रेफरेंसिंग? एब्सोल्यूट रेफरेंसिंग मींस दिस टाइम द फॉर्मूला विल नॉट चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेस्टिनेशन सेल. नाउ व्हाट विल how we will write the formula then? We will write the formula in the same way, but this time we will put a dollar sign in front of column also and in front of row also. Dollar sign means you want to fix the column and you want to fix the row. So I will copy this formula now here from here and paste it over here. Now see, the answer is again 166. एक बार इन वैल्यूज को सेम कर देते हैं. Answer is again 166, which should not be. The correct answer should be 141, because this time the formula is not getting changed. So that's why it's the absolute referencing. There is no change in the formula even after copying and pasting. So formula is same here, C2 to C3. Still it is calculating for these two numbers. ठीक है, this type of referencing is called absolute referencing. Now what is mixed referencing? Mixed referencing means I wanted to change half of the formula and half of the formula I don't want to change. That you have to decide yourself. Either you wanted to change the column or you wanted to change the row. Let's say क्योंकि मुझे इसी वाले कॉलम में कैलकुलेशन करनी है, I know my column is fixed, E is fixed, but the rows are getting changed. ठीक है, so I have already decided my column will remain fixed, but rows can change. So equals to sum, bracket start, range. Now this time I will put a dollar sign in front of my column, but not in front of my row. Copy this formula and paste it over here. Now see, it is again showing the correct answer because automatically the column is same, but the rows are getting changed according to the destination cell. So this is the difference between three types of referencing. Relative means the formula will automatically change according to the destination cell. Absolute means the formula will not change according to the destination cell, and mixed means half of the formula will change and half will not change. You can decide yourself. You wanted to change the column or you wanted to change the row. That is your choice totally. Clear? This is called as mixed referencing. So this was the last topic of the chapter. Now chapter number 2 is finished, and in the next class we will be starting with the next chapter of Excel then.